guys, my name is Allison. If you don't know me, I'm an exchange student in Norway, and these are some of my exchange friends.
Hei, jeg heter Mathilde, og jeg kommer fra Frankrike, og jeg bor nærme Oslo, ganske nærme Oslo, sånn 30 minutter fra Oslo i Son.
Ja, hei, jeg heter Fabia, og jeg kommer fra Tyskland, og jeg bor i Oslo.
Jeg heter Allison. Jeg kommer fra USA, Arizona, og jeg bor i Finnsnes.
Jeg heter Isabel. Jeg kommer fra USA, New Jersey, og jeg bor i Ski.
Og jeg heter Stine, og jeg kommer fra Tyskland og bor i Oslo.
Bra. Okay, so we have some questions, and we just wanted to talk about like culture shock and just general exchange things people were wondering. I just asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, and I got some good ones. So, is Norway good for doing an exchange, or do we recommend you choosing Norway as an exchange student? I definitely recommend it.
I love Norway.
Yeah.
Especially for
you can experience a lot. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to do.
There's so much different because there's like city life in Oslo.
Yeah.
And up here it's like just a different life kind of, but it's like there's so much to experience everywhere you go in Norway. It's so different.
Yeah.
And the nature is truly breathtaking.
Yeah.
We were out in Senja today. You will see the vlog later, I think.
Next week you
Is
will
that
see
it?
Yeah.
And it's amazing, really.
Yeah, so definitely recommend Norway.
Yeah.
The next question is, what is the biggest culture shock for us in, like, with our specific country backgrounds? What was the biggest culture shock?
I mean, I would say, as a French person, don't get me wrong, like, we're not mean people who are mad all the time, even though people might think that, but it's always the example that I take. But when, for example, a train is late or something like that, everyone in France would be pretty expressive about it and be like, oh my god, again, we're so mad at this. But here in Norway, people are just like, they don't say anything and they just accept it, and they're just respectful of the fact that mistake is human. Yeah, that the train can be late and it's okay. And I think that's really nice that they're just like okay with it, accepting. Yeah.
So my biggest thing is, I think Norway has a lot of trust in general in everyone. So one example is like people don't stress about leaving their doors locked. House doors in general, they don't feel the need to like lock everything. They're not on like high alert all the time like we are. Like if I'm walking outside alone, for example, in the US, I'm on high alert, but here I just like would love to go on a walk outside alone at night.
Yeah.
And I'm not scared of that. They just have, in general, like teachers have more trust in students. In school, it's a lot more chill.
Yeah.
People just trust you more.
Like, we were on a boat yesterday, and there was a little section on the boat to buy food, and there was no one there, like, at the cash register. It's just you take the food, and you, like, can pay for it yourself.
Yeah, you scan it yourself, pay everything yourself, and there's, like, no one watching.
Yeah, they kind of just...
They just
have a lot of trust in Norwegian people, which I really like, actually.
Yeah, I love it.
It's a really nice thing.
Another thing is that this is kind of stereotypical, but Norwegians are pretty reserved. So it was kind of a culture shock for me that people weren't, or I expected it, but I'm used to like making facial expressions and being really expressive and, I don't know, being a little bit louder, I guess. And I think I kind of felt like I didn't fit in at the beginning when I was making so many facial expressions, and that's not something that Norwegians really do. They have more of a poker face, I guess. And
yeah, that's also something I noticed. But it's really common to say thank you, though.
Yeah,
Say
like talk
thank
promote,
you.
like thank you for
All
the
the time.
food. Yeah, after
That's
every
a nice
meal you
thing.
say
And
that.
also the teachers, that you call them by their first name and not their surname.
Yeah.
That is such a difference.
That's so weird.
I love that.
And also it's like really...
But it's a nice, I really like it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I
There's,
think it's really important.
there's a smaller difference between like boss and like worker or like teacher student. There's like less of a
Yeah, in
like
every
power.
sphere of
Yeah.
society. It's not
It's
only
more
like at
equal.
school, it's like
in every
even
aspect.
in the family, at work.
Yeah,
I mean-
with even with like friends' parents, you call like any adult, you call them their first name. So it just feels more personal with everyone.
Yeah.
And with like teachers and students, it's more of a friendly relationship. It's not like friendships, like they're besties.
Everything is
But
more chill. Basically.
Everything is more like personal and just more chill and just a lot more easygoing. I really like how it feels like in the classroom. Like yesterday we were just having a conversation with our teacher and I was like, this is not like something that would commonly happen for me.
I don't
Our
even
teachers.
know their surnames, so
Yeah, I don't know their
Yeah,
last
I
names
don't
either.
remember
I
their
just
last
know
names.
them by their first
True.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it though.
That was a good surprise. Or not surprise, but good, I don't know, difference.
Yeah. Biggest shock about the Norwegian school system.
Roos.
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big one. That,
Yeah.
I mean,
But
don't
it
get
kind
your
of is.
hopes up because it's not allowed technically.
Yeah, for AFS you're not allowed to participate in Rus events technically.
Yeah.
But Rus, just the whole concept of it is kind of like shocking to me because it's just the fact that it's like allowed. Like it's
They
just
basically
parties.
party for more than.
For
It's
a
like
whole
a
month.
like a
It's
whole
a
Yeah,
big party
thing.
for a whole
Very
month.
different for us, especially coming from
Yeah,
the US.
because
where-
like we can drink when we're 21 and here they can drink when they're 18 and it's literally a whole like month of parties and drinking and just doing stupid things.
And they still go to
But-
school like every morning,
Yeah.
even
And they're
though
not done with their
they
exams.
party
and they
all
haven't
night
done
long.
their exams yet and they
Yeah.
party every night.
But if you guys want to know more about like the whole year round, like everyday life at
Yeah.
school, I think
It's-
for Europeans maybe, French me, lol, okay, it's so chill, it's really chill and we have
Yeah,
our
oh my
like,
God.
you need a PC or you will be given a PC or whatever, but every class requires having your computer and it's much more like doing tasks than just listening to the teacher, and I think that's good. You're very active in the class.
and there's like no homework. I feel like compared to the US, I have like no homework.
There is no homework
Yeah,
here. It's kind of
right.
an optional thing, which
Yeah.
you technically don't have to do it. Like it helps
They
you
don't
obviously. They don't
Yeah.
check it. Most
Mhm.
teachers don't
Nothing's
check
graded. Like
Yeah.
nothing's graded.
it. It's the only grades you get are on your exams.
yeah.
And
I would-
so you have
Yeah.
to do well on those, but you have a long time to prepare for them. Do you think you will move back to Norway when you're older or when you're old enough?
I actually thought about studying here, maybe like a semester or something. That would be really nice.
Yeah, same year, semester, we'll see.
Yeah, I
Hope
think I
so.
would consider coming back for a short period of time. I don't think I would live here for like forever.
Because it's like kind of far away.
Yeah, I think I would study here maybe for a year in college.
I will definitely visit my husband family.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, for sure.
How were the first few weeks and the holidays in terms of missing family and friends?
At the beginning,
no,
it's
wait,
the
you can-
opposite. Like, at the beginning, you're so excited, you
Yeah.
don't think about it.
Experience so much that
Yeah.
you don't
There's-
like.
You just
have
don't
time
have time to.
Yeah, you don't have time to
There's
think
so
about
You
it.
much
don't
going on.
realize it. Like,
Yeah. And then holidays, I enjoyed my time during the holidays here. Like I was distracted with like what we were doing rather than thinking about like my friends and family at home. And I know that next year I'll be with my friends and family, and the year after that, like the rest of my life I will be. So I'm just trying to like enjoy in the moment because this is only 1 year.
Yeah.
So why spend your time wishing you were with, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about Norwegian food and like what was a shock with food?
Bread.
So much bread.
Unbelievable amounts of bread.
Yeah.
Bread and potatoes.
And it's like
But it's basic and it's good.
Or I feel like it's pretty healthy what people eat in Norway. They just like boil
Boiled
They
potatoes.
boil a lot of
I mean,
things.
yeah, it's boiled potatoes. It is a lot of like carbs, obviously,
yes,
with all
oh
the
my
bread.
God, all carbs.
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely gained weight. I don't want to know, but like every exchange that happens, to every exchange student, you're like 16 or 17 years old. You should not be worrying about that. It'll whatever. You're gonna go back to your old diet when you go home.
You just should eat and try everything on the exchange, and you shouldn't be worrying about your weight.
Get
Yeah.
fat.
Yeah, eat everything you want because it's a year that you're just
AFS.
enjoying yourself.
And afterwards, you can just try to lose it, or just be happy with it.
It's AFS, another fat student.
That's what it stands for. Okay, well, like the most common foods, if you guys are coming to Norway, just realistically, so I did, before coming here, I did a project for school about different diets in different countries, and I like researched like Norwegian food and everything, but that's not like really what you eat every day.
Yeah.
So what you see on Google is not what you eat every day. So we're gonna tell you like just what everyone eats. In general, it's a lot of bread.
Bread.
In matpakke, it's like open-faced sandwiches basically. You eat those for like breakfast and lunch a lot.
Like a little sheet of paper between each slice of bread, so it doesn't
And
get,
then
I don't know,
Yeah.
soggy.
Melon cheese.
Yeah, brunost you eat quite a
A
bit.
lot of cheese.
I mean, on waffler.
Yeah.
is
And
good.
milk.
And
Potatoes, did we say that?
Potatoes,
Yeah, a lot of
lots
potatoes.
of
And
potatoes.
fish.
Fish.
Fish,
Lux,
much, actually.
Lux,
I don't eat
which
that
is
much
salmon.
fish.
Yeah, Lux is very common. I mean, it depends on the family.
Yeah,
based off of what
but
you
it's
eat.
pretty common.
But
And if you like fish, like if you, I don't know, enjoy fish, Norway is a nice place to go.
yeah, it's
Okay.
really good fish, especially around. I mean, around here is where they get all the fish, like from northern Norway, like Senja. They fish everything, so it's like just very fresh and it's very good. But yeah, a lot of people eat bread with pulled egg, which is like toppings. Like Liverpool steak is very common. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Tacos, pizza.
Pizza, frozen.
Grandiosa.
Another question is, what is your favorite word in norsk or favorite item in Norge that is not in America or in your home countries?
My favorite words, I'm gonna say koselig. Kos, it's like something that is not a word that exists in any language, I think, or like of my
yeah,
knowledge. And it's kind of like chill, nice. I don't know, it's lots of things.
It's kind of like cozy.
Yeah, koselig would be one of my favorite words. In himmelen, which means the sky. I think it sounds like really pretty. So,
My favorite word is gay, which means
Gay.
Fun.
Ikke gay, men gay.
and the thing, it's called Smash, and it's some kind of candy, which is really good. You
It's
should
like
try it.
sweet and salty. It's interesting.
It's skikkelig godt.
Skikkelig godt. Okay,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, and
I just used-
skikkelig is my favorite word. it's like really, really something. So if you're saying something's really good, it's skikkelig bra, and then like skikkelig godt, and yeah.
oh, I know.
So yeah, and I think brunost is something I like here. I put it on a few things. I don't know, it's really good. And I've never like eaten it other than at Skufjorden and here. I don't eat it at home. It's really good.
My favorite word is blåbær, which is just blueberry, but it's fun to say. So
Blåbær.
my favorite things in Norway that we don't have in the US is like probably maybe lefse. I like lefse.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
good.
also and then also we have chocolate milk in the US, but I love Litigo, which is a Norwegian brand of chocolate milk, which is amazing.
Oh, is that the moose one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was a cow.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
cow.
they're cow.
I don't know.
Really?
If it's cow.
Oh, I don't drink it. So.
And my favorite word is herregud. I didn't. What is the translation for it?
Oh my
Dear
god.
God.
Oh my god.
Kinda.
Yeah,
my
okay,
God.
that's just
Yeah.
really funny in the way they say it. It's just
Herregud.
It's-
You like really accentuate like the
It's-
herregud. You like
It's funny. And they use it all the time, so it's really, really funny.
It's really
said
fun.
something
I use it
weird.
all the time. Oh, what about darkness in Norway? They don't really know much about that, but I have experienced it, and let me tell you. Okay, personally, I wasn't really like depressed during the winter time, but I know that does happen with some people. I just was so tired. Like, the days were obviously so short. You would get a few minutes of sunlight during the day, and then you would be at school and it would be pitch black outside, which I had never seen anything like that before.
Definitely had more sun in Oslo, but that also happened in Oslo, where like the sun was only up when you were at school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For us, the
But
sun
it's not,
wasn't
like,
even up
dark,
when you were
dark.
at school.
Sun
It
is
was
less.
just really hard to like not be tired. I was tired 24/7. The first time I saw the sun, my energy level just like went up. Since then, I've not been as tired. So just the darkness up here, especially, it's really a big change.
You learn to appreciate the sun.
Yeah.
You can see the northern lights, so that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's
You
another
can-
plus.
We cannot.
Yeah,
Not in Oslo.
that's the
Very
thing
rare.
about
They
up
do have
here.
them in Oslo, but not
So
every,
rarely.
Yeah.
So that's the really nice thing about being up here is it's really pretty, obviously, but yeah, we do get intense darkness in the winter. The next question is exchange life harder than people say? And yeah, I mean, it depends what they share, but I feel like on social media especially, everyone shares the good parts of it.
Yeah, true.
Like everyone shares the happy parts of it, but obviously there are like sometimes where you just like miss your
Yeah, but don't be
home.
like scared. It's not gonna be.
It's
No,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
not
made
bad.
up.
There's more goods than bads in exchange, I'd say. It's just obviously not everyone shows like when they're sad and everything,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's different than what people share on social media.
Yeah,
Like, not
you just
outgoing, but
need
just
to be
be
open-minded. Like,
Yeah. Be open-minded to
and don't
everything
have too
new.
many expectations before.
Yes,
Oh, yes,
that's a big
important.
thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Try not to judge everything.
Mhm.
Like, just, yeah.
Have an open mind about everything because every culture is so different. Every country,
It's
like
not good. It's
even-
not bad.
it's
just
yeah.
different.
I was waiting for you to stop talking to say like that's what you told me like the first week. You were like, it's not good.
That's the
That's
AFS
the-
motto.
Yeah, that's
Is it?
yeah. We
AFS.
learned that with AFS.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Why?
But yeah, there's just like some situations might be weird for you. It's just not like what something you're used to in your culture, and it's not bad. It's just different if you're not used to it. So yeah, just be open-minded to everything. What is it like adjusting to the time zone and weather changes, especially since Arizona is so hot?
Pretty
Facts.
chill, right?
Yeah.
Chill.
For you guys, the time change was
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
However,
Zero.
There's no
for
time
us,
Yeah.
right now the time change from Arizona is 8 hours. In the spring, it's 9.
Oh.
It like when we change the clocks again, it'll be 9 hours. So when I came here, it was a 9-hour difference, but I really didn't have jet lag because I just didn't sleep for like 48 hours. And then I just slept once I got to a bed at nighttime. So I was on schedule after a day. So I was
Yeah.
chilling with that. But
I only have a 6-hour time difference, but I was super jet lagged the first few days. I was so tired. And another thing about time difference, which is kind of you're affected all throughout the year, is like if you're trying to contact your like actual family, like for both of us, we have to, at least I have to like schedule a time to call them because of the time difference.
That's
yeah, I talk to my parents every Sunday, but it's typically, it has to be Sunday night for me, so then it's Sunday morning for them. So it's just kind of weird, especially during the day. Like when I'm at school, I can't really contact anyone from home because it's the middle of the night there. So for like a solid 8 hours, I can't text anyone from Arizona because they're not awake.
Wait, you can't, but they don't.
I can, but they won't respond. So, yeah, so that's interesting. I mean, it's nice because it's like during school, I shouldn't be like texting anyone from home, technically. That's the only thing. And then weather changes. Did you guys have big weather changes? For...
The climate is similar. Since the winter is not that good or like not that cold,
Yeah,
It's
this
not
year
yeah.
it's pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a warm winter in Oslo, so I feel like it's actually pretty similar to how it is in like New Jersey.
See.
But it's a little colder in the winter, of course, but yeah, pretty similar.
And
Mine-
actually we did have like -10 in Oslo at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did, but it's
And
actually not
usually-
that bad because it's like dry weather. So, I mean, that's what my host mom always tells me is like when it's dry weather, it doesn't feel that cold. And you shouldn't be afraid of the cold. I mean, Allison knows more about it, but it wasn't that bad for one day.
mine is kind of like complete opposite. Like Arizona to this. It was a little bit of a stor change. So big change. And yeah, it was quite opposite, but I'm starting to get used to it because now I see like, first of all, I look at Celsius now, not Fahrenheit, which is weird for me because I didn't know that before coming here. But now I'll look at like -2 Celsius and I'll be like, oh, it's nice outside. Like in Arizona, it's like 20 right now, so it's just very different.
Oh, okay.
So it's just very different, but I'm used to like wearing 2 pairs of pants every day, wearing wool socks, wearing a winter jacket every day. I'm just kind of used to that now.
We do not wear 2 pairs of pants in the
Oslo
region, just so you know.
Another thing is I do that, but like Anetta, she doesn't. She wears those and she's chilling. with like
Those
ripped
which are
jeans.
holes.
She wears ripped jeans. I
wears holes.
can't.
I would.
I haven't worn my ripped jeans since maybe September. Like I cannot wear those outside. But I'm also just like a foreigner, so normal Norwegians, they just wear whatever and they're fine. But me, I have to wear my thermals under my pants every day because otherwise I will like die. I know how to dress now for winter.
Yeah,
Which is
definitely.
helpful.
Wool.
Wool is a lifesaver here. The final question is, how has being an exchange student impacted your view on life in the world? Which is a really deep one, but I think it's a good like final question.
I think a thing that I was really happy to discover is that there's when you meet exchange students, like particularly the exchange students, it's lots of like open-minded people. And at the AFS weekends, last time at the AFS weekend we had like an activity and we were supposed to talk about like world issues and how to solve them, and I was really happy to see that so many people all around the world, because it's just like a little part of each country, it's just one person maybe, but so many people from all around the world care and are willing to change things, so that was really good.
I also love that out there in the world are so many interesting people and situations, and it's really worth it to go out there and explore and learn. It's really important to learn new stuff all the time, and that's what you do in an exchange, basically.
Yeah, I feel like before I didn't realize how big the world was. Like, I didn't realize that for us, I don't know if it's any different, but for us being in high school, you feel like that's your whole life. And you feel just like high school in your city or state in the US is like your whole life. But it's not. Like the world, there's so much more to the world.
Definitely.
And I feel like I'm just like really lucky to be experiencing this, because now I can see that there's so many people that are just like me from literally every different country in the world. Yeah. And we wouldn't have met if it weren't for this, but we're all so alike and the same type of people. That's the thing about AFS people.
Teenagers from all over the world, and that's so amazing to meet.
Yeah.
Like people
And also
our
like
age
the
group.
locals you meet here, it's like
you become so close with them too, and it's crazy. Like you would have never expect, oh, I'm best friends with this Norwegian girl. Like you would have never expected that, but everyone's so similar. Like
every person you meet on your exchange changes you in a certain way.
Yeah, in a good way. And you're all, especially with AFS kids, we're all so alike, which is just like we're all just bond instantly. Like we didn't know each other before coming here, but we bonded so quickly, and we have such good friendships now.
On a global perspective, when I look at problems in the world, I definitely look at them on a more global scale rather than just American problems. And then also, I definitely view the U.S. in a really different way, which is I feel like I was pretty aware of like the U.S. before I left, but this might sound weird, but I was kind of ashamed. I felt kind of ashamed sometimes, especially of our government. Yeah, I don't know if that's okay to put in the video. But I don't know. I felt just like kind of bad to be like I felt kind of wrong about being like proud. Not that I'm like more proud now, but like I've realized that I shouldn't have to really, although I still do sometimes, I shouldn't have to apologize for like being American, which sounds silly. But
what you say a lot is that like you are not your government, you're not your past history, and that's important to know, and that's important to not kind of like think that a person is
the whole country.
The history does not define you.
The country does not.
Because you meet all these people and you're like, wait, they're not how my textbook says they are. You know what I mean? Like, but then you just realize they're just the same as you. You have the same interests. You get along really well. You know?
Struggle with the same things, and especially here we all struggle, and then we struggle.
We together.
It's fun again.
And then it's like
we have good times
as well.
You connect really well.
I've been thinking a lot about like our way of life, and I think it's really nice to realize that you can like get out of your life for a year and it's okay. I mean, you shouldn't think that you're losing time if you're gonna redo the year. It's really important to know that you can change a little and go and explore the world, and you also discover that there's different ways of living life, and it's like, so like we're all humans, we're all like the same thing, but we all live really different lives, and it's really important to know that if you don't like the way it is in your country or where you live, or you don't like the pressure, you can just change it. You can go somewhere else and just find the place that can be your home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that
That was good. You can learn a lot from, like, at least in my experience coming to Norway, I've learned a lot about like how Norway is able to function in terms of the trust and the government, how like I guess their welfare system is really possible. And I don't know if I would consider living here like long term, but I think there are a lot of things that I've learned from the country that I want to bring back to the US and try to implement.
Yeah, I really think I've also learned a lot more about the US from getting other people's perspectives. I look at it in a different way now because now you see how other people in the world see it.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to I don't know, I think it's just an important thing, because if you have the opportunity to learn all these things, and it's not just, everyone thinks about it like, oh, I have to redo a year of high school, but like it's definitely worth it. If that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do. It's this can change your whole life and your perspective on everything, so I think it's definitely worth it if you have the chance.
Go for it.
For sure.
Do it.
Ha det bra.
Okay, ha det bra.
Ha det bra.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week with the vlog from this weekend.
Oh
Stop
my God.
doing that. Okay. Yay. Hey guys, I'm Allison. Welcome back to my
She's
channel.
doing the hello.
I'm used to it, but I'm kind of over the whole like you. You can yawn on video. You can yawn on video. I yawned. I can't yawn on YouTube.
Ain't nothing gonna break your stride.
Oh god.
Slutt.
Slutt.
Jeg sier ikke
Hold kjeft.
det. Jeg sier
Du kan ikke banne på YouTube.
I swear.
Toodles. Ha det bra.
Ha det, vi ses, vi snakkes.